And we're finally back, officially, with the gaming news, casual gaming news. Again, reiterating, it's been a while, super picky with the news topics. We're going through the big ones for the most part over the last few weeks. If we missed something, we missed something. Oopsies. We have a few chat picks that were in the Discord for us to go through as well. Not too many. There was a lot of suggestions, but we had to be picky about it. I also didn't check today's breaking news stuff, so we will go through and check that as well, because I haven't had a chance to look through anything that happened in the last like 12 hours or so. So let's begin, shall we? We're gonna start with some stories that don't have a lot of follow-ups, so we're gonna go with like the one-shots for the most part. Those are the short ones. We'll go through the short stories actually first, and then we'll go to big ones. All right, first things first. Avowed has now been delayed until early 2025. The reasoning from Microsoft is that they want to make room or give gamers some time to enjoy the plethora of other games coming out later this year. Even though there was a rumored supposedly leak, I mean, that it was supposed to come out in November, but the official word is that it's pushed to next year, February 18th to be exact. By the way, all of these stories will be from VGC. It's either going to be Chris Scully and Jordan Midler or whoever else, so they will all be VGC because there was just too many stories to cross-reference other sites for the last months or so. So what did they say? Yes, so many games coming. This is from Xbox official Twitter account. So the list of games include, if this loads, the stuff slated for just later this year. The next Warcraft expansion, Age of Mythology Retold, Era History Untold, the Diablo expansion, Black Ops 6, Flight Simulator, Indiana Jones, huge one, Shattered Space for Starfield, huge one, Towerborn, and then Avowed got pushed, South of Midnight next year, Doom next year, Fable next year. Just these top two rows, that's a lot of game. So that's their reasoning for it. Who knows how true it is, because it could just be that it's not fully polished yet, but we'll see. Obsidian, as everyone knows, has a great track record of games. Hopefully this pans out well and we don't see any, negative effects from this if it doesn't hit like $1 billion or whatever. Next is small update on the Dead Rising remake. So as everyone knows, in Dead Rising, if you've played or if you've watched people play the game, there is a feature or like a mini game type thing in the game where Frank, the photographer, takes photos around the mall / area, and they give you PP points. You get PP points to level up your little Frank guy, and the PP points for different categories of photography, such as I think it's violence. I think there's like style points. What is it? Hold on, where is it? Where are the other ones? There's like 5. Horror, brutality, and outtakes. But also in the original game, there was a category for erotica, such as this, where you would take photos of ladies and it would highlight some inappropriate parts. So that's been taken out of the remake, which is pretty cool. So obviously you could do the other types of photos, but the erotica category has been removed for the remake. Given that the original game was released 18 years ago, the clear implication is that what may have been acceptable in 2006 is no longer the case in 2024. Agreed. I completely forgot about this. Like whenever I go to replay this game, I always forget about this feature of it. And I would have been very surprised if they kept that in there. But thankfully, they removed it, which is pretty cool. This goes on to talk about the original voice actor not being asked to come back. But we are going to play this game. It comes out September 19th. This game will be played and we will play it. So, pretty cool. Some lighter news, some cool news. So we got Tango Gameworks, which was shut down by Microsoft earlier this year, has been acquired by Krafton, which I think it's PUBG. Krafton, I think, is PUBG. But yeah, owns PUBG Studios and Callisto Protocol is what it is. So Tango Gameworks will remain open to still work on stuff. It's unfortunate it's Krafton specifically. I mean, it is not the most ideal publisher to acquire them, but at least they were acquired. Hopefully they get some of the workers back. This was, by the way, like 2 weeks ago on the 12th this came out. Xbox announced in April that it was shutting down 4 studios, Tango Gameworks being one of them. So it's the South Korean publisher Krafton. Krafton Inc. today welcomed the talented people of Tango Gameworks to their team, marking an exciting moment in the company's global expansion and its first significant investment in the Japanese video game market. Pretty cool. Let's see what happens, right? There's only time will tell. Krafton says the move will have no impact on the studio's previous games, Evil Within 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, Hi-Fi Rush. But only time will tell, correct? Correct. So that was a bit of a lighter news story. Huzzah. The Hi-Fi Rush developer has been resurrected. Chris Colleen. We'll save the cool stuff for later. Let me separate this a little bit more so I remember to go back to it. Going back up here, let's talk about Game Informer. So we're going... all of these bigger news stories, not gonna lie, they're not great in terms of like if it's a good or bad thing that happened here. So Game Informer, everyone knows, was recently shut down, but there are preservation efforts starting. This is Jordan Midler, EGC. So the small news publication, MinMax, which if anyone is familiar with Kinda Funny, has a certain Janet Garcia in MinMax, very great video game journalist. So my initial, thing about this Game Informer stuff was, hey, you guys should have bought the magazines, which is true. But also, GameStop is kind of like, the entire time who obviously owns Game Informer was kind of like gatekeeping them, right? And for the longest time, if you had a paid membership with GameStop, which got you like extra sales and extra like trade-in value and stuff like that, extra like special weeks for specific membership options or something like that. This was included with that for the longest time. You can choose the physical version or the digital version sent to you for the longest time. Until recently, I think last year or early this year, that changed to where they just took it out completely and you had to just pay for the magazine outright separately. I think it was like 10 or 20 bucks just for the individual magazine. And no one buys them. Having had experience working at a GameStop, no one buys these magazines. I think for me being there for like a year, I think I saw maybe a dozen people asking for one, which is a lot, and that's being generous. But the fact that everything's being shut down, including the website, so they are basically destroying all of those news articles, all those reviews from all those writers for the longest time. But again, it doesn't surprise me because in a behind the scenes type view, GameStop has just been hemorrhaging money for the last however many years. There's no way this is gonna help them. Because again, this used to be included with that so-called membership that they had, which the price for that increased, but they took away the option to have the magazine, which sucks. So what MinMax is trying to do, as well as some other ones, they are trying to find all the copies, trying to get them on the internet by scanning or rewriting them. They did an office tour. So hopefully a lot of this gets preserved, because that's a lot of gaming history. This began in 1991. Some of us in here are older than that, but this began in 1991. And it was very popular in the 90s, early 2000s for sure. And it just kind of died down, unfortunately, from there. But again, thankfully, somebody's trying to do some preservation efforts. Hopefully this goes good. I cannot wait to see what comes from this, because I think it's going to be good. And hopefully also GameStop at least just reactivates the website for a little bit. Next, let's talk about Nintendo's Q1 operating profits. Talk about them being down 70% year over year. This is Chris Scullion. But some caveats. If you guys remember, last year's game release schedule, especially for early year Nintendo, was pretty stacked, including the Mario movie, I think, which came out last year, if I remember correctly. So April to June 2024, down 70.6% compared to the same period last year. Decline in gross profit, but they don't, they're not changing, I think, their plan for the rest of the year because they know that they don't have a lot of heavy hitters. So far this year, they've got a bunch of, a few games came out, nothing that can compete with the games last year. So, right, they had Paper Mario, Luigi's Mansion, a couple other ones, all in the 2 million or less ballparking area of sales, where this game, which I think it says came out last year, but that doesn't sound right. This game, this like little indie game, Tears of the Kingdom, which there's no way that came out last year, but it says in this article that sold more than 10 million copies in 3 days. So just this game by itself covers the entirety of all the games sold and more for this year. So that's not surprising. Also, there was like limited edition consoles that came out last year. There was the Mario movie. So that they're expected to not do as well, but 70% is a lot. So despite the drop, Nintendo says it hasn't changed its forecast for the entire financial year. It still expects to sell a total of 13.5 million Switch consoles. So that's a lot, considering they've only sold 2.1 so far. Insane. Again, holiday season hasn't hit yet, and there are some more games coming out later this year. I don't know how big they are for console pushing, but only time will tell. Got a couple months to rectify all this. But it's also Nintendo, so we'll see what happens. We'll go into WB. So, hey guys, did you know that WB is struggling right now? So they're thinking of selling some stake in its video game business, as well as licensing some of their IPs. At the same time, let me get both of these going. Jordan Midler and Tom Ivan. So they are scrambling right now, guys. So they're considering selling stake in video games. The media giant is looking to offload smaller assets in an attempt to help reverse a near 70% decline in its stock price since the merger in 2022. It's home to a dozen studios, so Avalanche, Rocksteady, TT Games, NetherRealm, Monolith. So their big hitters are Mortal Kombat, Harry Potter, and DC stuff. For the most part, Lord of the Rings has taken a back seat lately. Obviously, Gollum wasn't great. It wasn't a great addition. But those are their top performers. But Harry Potter has been basically carrying the company on its back. And with all the issues that Harry Potter in general has been having, including like the fact that there was the movies, it was supposed to be there were supposed to be more than 3 movies. But since they fell through because of stuff, it really crushed their projections, which made them have to really kick some tires and light some fires across the company. So they're trying to sell some stakes in the business. Where was the quote here? Last month, when it was acquired Player First Games, behind Multiverses. The company's game business revolves around 4 titles, which are all billion-dollar titles. So Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones is the other one. DC, Harry Potter, but Game of Thrones is really not too popular in the gaming side, so it's really just Harry Potter, DC, Mortal Kombat for the gaming side. CEO David David Idiot said last year that the company was focused on transforming its biggest franchises from largely console and PC based with 3 to 4 year release schedules to include more always on gameplay through live services, multi-platform, and free to play extensions with the goal to have more players spending more time on more platforms. Hey guys, I don't think the live service stuff's working out for them. I don't think it's working out. Guys, I don't think the live service stuff is working out for them. I feel like maybe, just maybe, they should just stick to what they're good at, and that's narrative stories. At a time, they were good at it. Well, so they're also looking to license IPs out to other game studios, which, please do this. Please let other people make better games with your IPs. Thank you. It'd be great. One of the reasons that Hogwarts Legacy was so successful is the #1 game last year. You went to Hogwarts Legacy, and you entered the game and you were able to become part of that world. That's what they want to capture, though. We have 11 studios here, and we have a lot of IP, and there's also a lot of interest among others in coming to take advantage of some of that IP for gaming, which we're looking at. So it is official that they're trying to get some IP licensing out, which please, I'm begging you, get us more games from those IPs, mainly like Lord of the Rings and DC stuff, to more people, better games. Just make them, put them out, let someone else do it. Thank you. It's just like when EA didn't have full control over Star Wars games and better games started coming out. Hell yeah. But also games got canceled, which is nuts. Next story. Bungie layoffs. This happened a couple times. All right, so this is Jordan Midler. You know where. It's VGC. So 17% of the studio's workforce, a little over 200 people. So they did announce, we are deepening our integration with Sony Interactive Entertainment, working to integrate 155 roles of our roles, roughly 12% into SA over the next few quarters. So what they're saying is they're trying to create another studio at the same time as cutting jobs, which is nuts. So we are working with PlayStation Studios leadership to spin out one of our incubation projects, an action game set in a brand new science fantasy universe, to form a new studio with PlayStation Studios to continue its promising development. Hey guys, why would you cut 200 jobs and then make a new studio? Isn't that wild? Because the news was, or the word is, that these most recent job cuts were planned at the beginning of the year, regardless of how the last Destiny expansion did. Even though it did really well, it could have been the best game of the year. According to them, they still would have laid off all these people, which is nuts. For everyone affected by this job reduction, we will be offering a generous exit package, including severance bonus and health coverage, which is, come on now. And you're saying that you're making a new studio? It's nuts. And then there was this was the follow-up about them saying that it was planned far in advance. So this is Chris Scullion. So the follow-up is, I don't know if they named the source. Where's the source here? Okay, there are unnamed sources saying that ever since Sony purchased Bungie, they have been losing money, and the targets that Sony has been setting for them have been missed consistently. So Sony is setting very high targets, which they are just not reaching. And to quote unquote, what did it say here? Bungie management agreed last year that it would have to make deep cuts to prove to Sony that it was serious about managing its finances. To prove to Sony that it was serious, it was forced to make job cuts. So then in October, they laid off 100 people, and now they laid off another 200. Another round of cuts, those made this week, was planned in early 2024 and couldn't have been avoided even if Final Shape had been an enormous hit. I think Sony overpaid for Bungie, said one of the sources. I think Bungie sold things they were just not able to deliver. So this is great. Guys, you love to see it, right? You love to see it. And when all this happened, at the time, there was the Bungie CEO, if you guys remember this, because I know we talked about it a little bit. The Bungie CEO put his tweets protected because he made the announcement and then didn't want to deal with the blowback and went private. Insane. Cannot believe that that's something they did. So what a great thing all of these acquisitions have been, guys. Overall, right? What a great thing they've all been overall. How wild is this? That they had to prove that they were serious by making cuts. That they were promising things that couldn't be done, and that Sony was giving them targets that couldn't be hit. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's it for the bigger stories. I want to do the Gamescom stuff last. So we'll go to the little cool stuff. So we'll start with this video that we pulled up earlier. So this is a video that I already watched, which is pretty insane. It's the most gaming consoles connected to a TV according to Guinness. So this man has over 400 consoles, as you could see here. We'll just skim through most of it. All connected to a single television.
After a while, I noticed that I have a big stock of gaming consoles that I couldn't play. The TV ports are limited. And
it's not just consoles. It's all these games.
I unplug the existing consoles, or
look at this.
I'll keep everything and add more.
This is like, where's Vendraco when you need him? He would love this.
More switchers, the idea came to my mind.
So it's all tons of HDMI switchers.
And then each other. Computers,
where is it?
Switcher.
So he's got a ton of switchers for HDMI, RCA, all the different types of inputs.
Everything here in the Excel sheet.
And then he has a giant ultra wide here that has a giant blown up Excel file that has the organization of all of the all of the inputs and categories.
This is HDMI, B, C, D, and so on.
And then look at all the controllers on the left. It shows a close up at some point.
RCA I have. Turn on.
Yep, so those are the switchers that he has. Let's go back.
Everything here. Okay.
So he has like 16 of these, and each of these does like 20 channels or something like that.
I turn on
So he has these everywhere.
360. It will come directly.
So he's got all the modern consoles
All
and
the
like every
consoles the
single
same. Everything.
older console. He's got every console.
To switch.
He just switches the input, turns the thing on, and he's good to go.
Station 1. Number 2.
And look at
And
how
this is
much
number
space it's all taking up. Look at all this. How insane.
Another one, which is Neo Geo here.
His favorite
Neo
console
Geo,
is the
Nintendo.
Genesis, by the way. Oh, hold on. There's the controllers.
Power on.
Oh, that's not the close-up.
For me, the best gaming console of all time. Number
Oh,
one.
he loves the Genesis.
Sega Genesis. Use the whole room.
The
So
entire
I have
room is...
different areas
Look at all
for
these.
Minis. Each one include 8 games. 8.
It's on the handhelds.
8 for computers.
Look at this.
consoleized,
Look at this.
Arcade.
Look at this.
Hyper Neo
It's all
Geo
connected.
64,
He's got arcade cabinets.
plug and play.
Look at
HDMI
this.
sticks, and so
He's got pinball.
A
He's got
very
mini
important-
pinball.
Other thing, if you notice here, the cables almost hidden. I used all the tools available.
All the tools available. So that's just pretty cool. That's a lot of stuff. If you like a lot of stuff in a small room, there you go. Another cool story. Mini Atari console coming out. It's like the Atari 7800 Plus. This is coming out in November. It's pretty pricey, $130. I don't remember if it comes with... It comes with hundreds of original games. So it's a little smaller size, little mini console. I don't think we need the audio here. Classics Reborn. We got the pad, tons of games. So if you're into super retro stuff, you get one of these for $130. I think it plays cartridges. I don't remember, but that's pretty cool. Pre-order now. Let's go through some of these chat picks from the Discord. We've got 500,000 cheaters banned in Overwatch. That's what we'll talk about. Get them out of here. This is Dexerdo. Overwatch 2 devs have acknowledged the game has a problem with cheaters, but are actively combating. As it turns out, the devs have been hard at work dealing with this cheating infestation. As a result, over 500,000 accounts have been banned. 500,000 accounts. I can't go lefter. I can't go more lefter, guys. Sorry. Today, we're pleased to announce we have banned over 500,000 accounts that have been found to be cheating. We have also suspended or banned over 40,000 accounts that intentionally group up with cheating accounts as well. Oh, hell yeah. So, let's go. Let's keep that energy. Let's get rid of all the cheaters. I have so many tabs to close. Hold on. There we go. Next, we've got like 5 of these. It'll be quick. PC Gamer. Many of Epic's exclusivity deals were not good investments, but the free game program has been great. Yeah, less cheaters for sure. Definitely not no cheaters. So this is talking about Epic Games and their free games that they give out, which have been pretty good. Stuff like GTA 5, Civ 6. More than 580 million free games were claimed just last year. That's a lot. So Epic has been really trying to be the next Steam or be better than Steam. Listen, there ain't no way. But they're very optimistic about it. They're responding to questions about Epic's free game strategy in a call with press earlier this week. Epic CEO Tim Sweeney said that it's been a very economical user acquisition program with the bonus that the budget goes to game developers rather than towards Facebook or Google ads. Giving away free games seems counterintuitive as a strategy, but companies spend money to acquire users into games. For about a quarter of the price that it costs to acquire users through Facebook ads or Google search ads, we can pay a game developer a lot of money for the right to distribute their games to our users, and we bring in those new users to Epic Game Store at a very economical rate. So they're doing a good job with the free stuff. Exclusivity stuff, not so great. We spent a lot of money on exclusives. A few of them worked extremely well. A lot of them were not good investments, but the free game program has just been magical. So that's cool. Keep it up. Hey, more good stuff coming out of games. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Next story is, I don't know where this was dropped, but on Games Radar, next Elder Scrolls game is slated for September. It's not one of the big major titles. It's going to be basically the Elder Scrolls / Skyrim version of Fallout Shelter, which is pretty cool. That game, I put a lot of hours into Fallout Shelter. I think it's a lot of fun. So it'd be cool to have another version of that. So, hey, enjoy. If you liked Fallout Shelter, you should, I'm sure, like this. So September 10th. Let's watch this little tiny trailer. It's 5 minutes. We're not watching all 5 minutes.
Anyone that has played Fallout Shelter, but we also added a ton of flexibility and customization to the castle building.
It's pretty cool.
Props.
Success, lots of personality.
I 100% at Fallout Shelter, by the way. It's pretty nuts.
Getting their heir to the throne will ensure
This looks way more like
New resources and backwards.
Disney Dreamlight Valley than Fallout
play
Shelter did.
and hard to master. Complete all the objectives are far.
But I'll probably play it. If it's on mobile, which Fallout Shelter was, I'll probably play it. Be pretty cool. Just something to do. Love that. And last one for chat picks, we have the seamless co-op mod for Elden Ring was down for a long time. This has been fixed, but at the time it was like almost a week or like a little over a week where the mod was just completely down because of a new update through Steam. But it was there was another Steam update follow-up that fixed it, but it was just down for a while. A lot of people complaining. We weren't able to play it. That on top of the, what's it called? Just not having time. But also, hey, it's fixed now. But it was down for a minute, and which was pretty lame. And that's it. Did I link it? I did link it. Okay. Now let's go over Gamescom 2024, which happened like a few days ago. Let's see what we got here. I know some of the news that came out, but not all of it. All the big news announced at Gamescom Opening Night Live 2024. Here we go. I think they announced a date for the Video Game Awards as well. So, Jordan Miller, VGC. Big announcement. Borderlands 4 announced. Exciting. Revenge of the Savage Planet. I don't know what that is, but that's also announced. It's a little roundup. Supermassive Games' next horror title is Directive 8020. Is there a... It's a Dark Pictures. Is there a trailer for this? There is. Let's watch the trailer for this, because I like this kind of stuff. Gonna restart it for posterity.
I've always wanted to fly. The joy of it, the freedom of
This looks
it.
like the girl from
To just
Star Wars.
take your life in your hands and soar. I think that's in us all, isn't it? At least that's what my dad taught me.
Ooh. Ooh, I like it. It's poopy. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, cool. Okay. Ew. It's like a Last of Us in space or some bullshit. Nice. Me likey. Haunted by an alien organism capable of mimicking its prey. Yeah, that's what it seems like. That can't be it. There was definitely more than that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Borderlands 4 announced. I think there was a teaser. Yeah, there's a little teaser. We'll go watch the little teaser. Oh, minute 30. Let's start here. Planet. You know it. You love it. It's Borderlands. Still have never fully played a full Borderlands game, by the way. Whoa. That's not good. Oh, it caught the moon. You can't do that. That's not how physics works. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That's what we'll talk about. That's pretty hype. That's what we'll talk about. That's basically it. Borderlands 4. Huzzah. I know everyone's super excited for that. Black Ops 6 first campaign footage. Don't really care too much. Dying Light new game announced. Hell yeah. Dying Light, very fun. I prefer first game. A lot of people say second game better. I think first game way better. I think it was spoopier. I think the mechanics were better. And I think the story was better. A game will feature 20 plus hours of content and feature Kyle Crane from the first game. So heck yeah, I'm all about that. Let's go. Amazon announces X-Line devs online co-op spectacle King of Meat. Don't know if I'm into that. New game from the Little Nightmare studio. Reanimal. Is there a trailer for this? There is a trailer for this. There we go. Yep.
Nothing lasts forever.
Mm-hmm. Jen has to play this game. Okay, gross. Look at the little rowing boat. Whoa. Uh-oh. Look at the little beds. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay. Oh, a pig. Oh, gross. Oh, I don't like that either. Oh, why are they so floppy? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I thought you were dead.
Reanimal. That looks good. Just like Taryn said earlier, Genshin Impact on Xbox. I'm not going to play it, but hell yeah. Hell yeah for the people that love Genshin Impact. And there's a lot of you. I know it. I know there's a lot of you. New Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay. Not really into that. Civilization 7. Cool. Marvel Rivals launching in December with all the heroes unlocked. Heck yeah. We'll probably play a lot of that. Monument Valley 3 to Netflix. That's pretty cool. Netflix games, I guess. Shattered Space story expansion. I would love to watch the trailer, but I haven't even finished the main campaign. Dune Awakening. Is there a early access in 2025? What does that mean? Let's check it out. This is 5 minutes. We're skipping. Oh, it's kind of like Mass Effect. Oh, hell yeah.
Awaken.
Oh, this is awesome. Textures could be a little bit better.
Choose your background, and then
The textures there are not great.
ravaged by sunstroke. Stick to the shade. Chase the moving shadows.
Chase the shadows.
Survive. Bit dart rifle and a still suit.
Okay,
Feed
get
to
a still suit.
vantage
Oh, you can
points.
climb. Okay,
Literally.
that was cool.
Repel ranged attacks with a shield, and then take them out.
Not gonna lie.
One by one.
The animations
Avoid
don't look
the
great.
Seeker and kill from the shadows. Take what you can from the fallen. On Arrakis, nothing of value is.
The animations do not look
And
great,
unlock
gamers.
More advanced equipment, like the blood purifier.
And the
Refine the blood you
textures
collected
also don't look
through
great.
to extract drinkable water. And then
Building
sell
is cool.
blueprints of your architect to become a guild. On Arrakis, a nameless prisoner.
Flying the little bug ships is cool, for sure.
And desert testing stations.
How big is the world is what I want to know.
Arrakis is a vast planet. You can explore unique locations. Uncover valuable
It's cool that you
resources.
can just go anywhere, though.
Civilization try. Here, you will pledge allegiance to
Damn.
one of the great houses of June,
Oh, that's cool.
the Harkonnen.
Harkonnen.
But remember, to play
Is that Dave
politics,
Bautista?
you need power. And on Arrakis, spice is power. In
Whoa.
the deep desert, beyond the shield wall,
What the hell's that?
hundreds of players scour the landscape, hunting for spice.
Is this
Every
multiplayer?
spice globe has the potential to become a
Oh, that
heated
looks so
battle,
not good.
with multiple guilds vying for the precious melange. Can
Yeah, give me a worm.
Arrakis itself.
The sand doesn't look too bad. Give me a worm. Oh, that's a big worm. That's a big worm, gamers. Okay, I mean, that's cool. Hopefully, it's a little bit more polished on release, but it's got a couple months. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 gameplay teaser. Series based on Mega Man. Oh, yeah, the secret level trailer was pretty cool. I don't want to show this trailer because I don't want to, like, spoil it for people. Arkham Shadow, this is the VR game, I think. No, thank you. Yeah, it's the VR game. Unveils new God game Masters of Albion. I don't know what that is. Games developed by ex-available devs will entirely self-funded. The game's announcement trailer viewed below. No release dates given. Is there some sort of... That's just an interview announcement, I think. Let me see. Oh wait, no, they show some stuff. They show some stuff.
Monsters.
So it's just like make your... Oh, you gotta make sandwiches. Oh, this is funny. I like this a lot.
Help out.
You just pick people up. It's like Sims, but Fable.
Not.
That's so funny that you can just ragdoll people
I can
around.
also
I love that.
design, customize, and create all buildings.
I like this. This looks like mindless fun. Hire me. You just little pinch people around. That's so funny.
Night is coming. You don't have my complete control.
Oh, you can
My
go
hero's
and
getting
be them. Oh,
overwhelmed.
that's cool. Hey guys, I like this game. I think I like this game, guys.
Cut it.
Oh, he slit him. He murdered him.
This is just a glimpse of Masters of Albion.
I think that game looks fun. I think I might play that game. I think it looks pretty fun. Path of Exile 2 Early Access release date, November 15th. Indiana Jones game is officially coming to PS5. Okay, so not an exclusive anymore. Interesting, bold move. But it's not coming until next year. So there is an exclusive window in December. Okay. Okay. We'll see. Mafia the Old Country. Interesting. I didn't know that there was a new Mafia announced. All right, this is the last trailer. Let's watch this, and that'll be it for news for today. I'll move over to Pew Pews.
This thing of ours.
There's no captions.
Treachery. And deceit do not exist among us.
Yep. The map of Sicily on the right.
Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Where is this? Oh, it's more of a teaser, I guess, yeah. I would like to see more, but unfortunately, not today. Anyway, gamers, we did it. We've returned, and we, I think, killed it. I think we crushed it, guys. I think we did great today. Just double checking that we got to everything on the list here. We did. Let's just do a discount double check of the latest news from today. Amazon Games Boss says AI won't take away work because we don't really have Huh? Amazon Games Boss says AI won't take away work because we don't really have acting. Let's unpack this for a second. I gotta be careful what is here because we are a big company and have to deal with all those emergencies, so I don't really want to get into the middle of it. But when we talk about AI, first of all, hopefully it will help us to have new gameplay ideas, which has nothing to do with taking work away from anyone. And especially for games we don't really have acting. The majority of the team sits in programming, and that's not going away because that's all innovative. If it takes something, it will be really the boring parts. Speed up development of video games because it takes way too long, like 5 years per game. Ideally get down to 3 years so it can iterate more. I don't know if he's just shitting on like voice actors for games or he's just like really shitty at explaining that the plans for AI in games will affect more the programming side for efficiency versus replacing the creativity side, which is the writing and the acting. But it's hard to say when these execs open their fucking big fat mouths. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for now and say that he's just really shitty at explaining that we shouldn't worry because they don't plan on using AI to take away creativity. For now. But this man, Chris Hartman, you're on thin fucking ice, my dude. You're on real thin fucking ice. Alright? Maybe don't talk anymore. Star Wars Outlaws being live streamed on Kick. Get the fuck out of here. Shut down that website, please. PSR replay selling out in China following Black Myth Wukong. That makes sense. That game looks really fun. Avowed is targeting 30 FPS? Huh? Black Myth multiplayer gameplay appears online. Okay. Not too much. Not too much extra. So we had that one extra story there about the Amazon Games boss. But, you know, fuck it. That's it for today, guys. That's it for this week. We've done it. We've recovered. We're back in the news cycle. So look out next Friday for more news. We might start a little bit earlier than usual to get it out of the way as quickly as possible, and to maybe start the edit a little earlier. We'll see. Maybe we'll even do a daytime news segment. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments or in the live chat. Check out the Discord if you want to suggest any news stories for the next week, or put them in the comments. You know, do whatever you want, but be respectful or I'll slap you, just like I'm gonna slap Carp. Anyway, that's it for today. Bye, guys.